So apparently after this whole Phoenix Avengers arc on today, Marvel go for a rebirth, kind of like DC did with their universe. But saying it was my boy John. Well, kind of, sort of. It's kind of actually more of a rebirth of 2001, but for Marvel, and I don't know how I feel about this. It's pretty fun. Hate them. Hey guys, me on Television, and I'm more part 21 rebirth after Avengers Enter the Phoenix arc. Is right, yep. Now, do we want to talk about it? Well, now do I'm a more fan. Yep, I see. Yep, it's better go to fake it all the time. Yep. Too much of I've been enjoying the Avengers, but Avengers just been, well, kind of all over the place, right? How short has it been good? Has it been so boring with the time? And it's just like a complete mess. So the fact that we're getting the Phoenix about all this man is actually pretty cool, but also with so many questions. Because one, why are you the Phoenix again? The Phoenix should be an X-Men problem, not an Avengers problem. However, this could also reason none that they feel I have Avengers X-Men 2, which if that happened, then you can count me out. I don't want no Avengers X-Men because the last Avengers X-Men thing we got was just bad. Again, what do I mean by that? Well, you'll find out, Angel. So, you're my bud, Angel News. Yep. So, usual. See ya. Item. As you can tell from my intro, actually, you can tell my intro about this news. Why? You'll find out. Let's get started. According to the article I have available from NewYork.com, and I quote, Marvel promised 2021 rebirth after Avengers Enter the Phoenix arc. Yep. DC had its big rebirth a few years back, and it looks like it'll be Marvel content in 2021. Yep. Although it's probably not an official title, and probably won't be the same DC used the term at official brand a few years ago, Marvel Comics executive editor Tom Bluevert used the term rebirth to describe the next phase of the Marvel Universe. The description took place in the final seconds of Marvel's virtual panel Saturday for Brazil CCXP. Basically, that Comic-Con, basically, yep. Panel focused on the upcoming Avengers story, arc, and the Phoenix, and was attended by Avengers writers Jason Aaron and artist Javier Gillian, who designed for Phoenix Force Marvel Characters Mashup and Blueverts. Host Ryan Penagos concluded the panel by asking about the last month of Avengers issue 38, which according to a Marvel tweet a couple days before its release, served as the collision of the past, present, and future of the Marvel Universe. Further adding, the road to Marvel Comics 21 starts here. Yep. Parker's in the past, the Hulk in the most recent past, a future that includes Doom, the Living Planet, and Phoenix-powered Wolverine, and an all-around heavy dose of Mephisto, and a surprise servant in the present day, Howard Stark. Seems to be what issue for setting up for the future storylines. But Blueberry didn't address those specific characters or potential storylines. Instead, he said that in the Marvel Universe, storyline involving the Phoenix usually being destruction, and will follow destruction and rebirth, indicating that will be the theme of Marvel Universe at the conclusion of the Enter Phoenix arc. Yep. So again, while it's unlikely usually Marvel use the term rebirth in branding, whatever its next big event or format editorial direction will be, we Marvel will now have an idea what to look out for. Yep. Yeah, nothing on the show. But anyway, Marvel kind of go for a rebirth, not like DC rebirth, but more like the only new kind of the Phoenix Force. So, Phoenix kind of like at the end of the X-Men set the horror gauge, but for Marvel, I don't get it. It's weird to me. Yep. Yeah, nothing on the show item. My partner, as you all know, I love the Marvel Universe. Marvel Universe, I think you've all time next to DC. However, Marvel Universe has been cowed, particularly because the Avengers book has been a complete mess. Okay, the Miss Spider-Man far better than Josh Crowder. That book has been great. X-Men has just been kind of all over the place, true. Some books I like, Helene is good. The main X-Men book is good. But X-Force is good, but everything has just been weird. But you know my point. The Marvel Universe has just been kind of all over the place the past couple of years, or nearly a decade at this point. So, the fact that Marvel trying to copy DC's rebirth stuff is interesting, but there is so many questions. Wait, so let me straight. So, you're telling me at the end of the Avengers arc, Phoenix Force arc, we're going to have another rebirth, but unlike DC rebirth, it's going to be something else entirely. Okay, I don't even question about this. What? Wait, this didn't make sense to me, because why are you trying to call DC? Look, I get DC might be actually was great. We were for that one, but then we had it in decades before that got destroyed. But this makes so many questions. Didn't we have this so before its legacy? Fact. Yeah, because remember we got did a rebirth thing with that legacy one shot, and that legacy one shot gave us nothing to work with. And if Marvel is going to do the exact same thing again, but with rebirth stuff, then you can count me out. But I don't want another relaunch of Marvel. I really can't deal with it right now because we did it. We didn't want a fresh start. Fact. Yeah, remember when we did a fresh start with your particular rebirth, and that turned to be great. And frankly, that turned way better than it was supposed to be because people were burning out the relaunch of Marvel, myself included. And personally, my bad, I like Pokemon executed, but that's just me. But even point. So the fact that we're going to rebirth similar like DC is interesting. But it's more about the ramifications of this thing because there's some stories that I haven't finished yet. Because we still have the Amazing Spider-Man book, that's still going on with the Kindred stuff. X-Men are dealing with the Lane of X stuff. Avengers. Actually, I don't know what the hell Avengers doing here. What thing I read about them doing the whole. I think the whole Moon Knight stuff. Yeah, Moon Knight stuff, I remember. And that's about it. So, I don't know what this means for the future of Marvel. Because right now, Marvel Comics kind of, weird. Because we're still doing a lot of events recently. Speaking of Ben, we still got King Black to deal with that right now. Fact. Yeah, because we're still doing King Black, the no stuff going on right now, I think, Marvel movie. And you're telling me that this story not going to be the one that might change? It's going to be actually this story instead of Ends of Phoenix? Because I'm not feeling with that. Because you say you're trying to slam two events into one big story, and that's a complete mess. And look, Ends of Phoenix could be a cool story. I want to put Avengers, and my opinion, that does sound pretty interesting, sounds really badass. But I'm just more worried about what it means for the Marvel universe. But the Marvel universe right now, it's really in a kind of mess right now. The continuity not making sense anymore like it used to be. The continuity of Marvel is a clusterfuck. It's not horrible at DC. DC continuity is much worse. But honestly, I don't know how I feel with the Ends of Phoenix story because I don't want it to be like a rebirth come by DC because I want them to be separate altogether. But it did mean what I think that's what it means. This mean we're gonna copy like some old character gonna come back at even the dead. He's gonna come back and tell the hero something's wrong. And we'll have all these Phoenix characters kick ass and wreak havoc because I don't know how I feel about that because do this whole Ends of Phoenix stuff and this is supposed to be the next phase of Marvel. Because remember something we kind of did the exact same thing before during the whole aftermath of the X-Men. Fact. Yeah, because remember something after Avengers of X-Men we had the Hurricane. And Hurricane was supposed to be a new at the first of Marvel. But then that thing ended thanks to the stupid not Siege, but another event that came out after Hurricane. I forget the name of it, Sun Fear. Yeah, Fear itself. It was after Fear itself that the entire universe went to hell again, and it was just a mess. But the whole way the movie went bad, it was just a complete clusterfuck. So yeah. So basically, after the event is ended, we're gonna rebirth style event from Marvel. Well, it won't be rebirth, but you my point. Like, I'm not feeling about it. Part of me actually wasn't excited about it, but my part is saying, why? Like, we don't need another relaunch to Marvel because we just go with more fresh start. Like, see what I mean? See me all could be Marvel get I think with the son that Taiwan, it get confusing. But like I said, we don't know what the Marvel rebirth thing is gonna mean for us the Marvel universe. We don't know what the thing actually is gonna be about. Some people say it's gonna be the next big event. I don't want that. I want a break from it because Marvel, stop doing events. Your events are going after you're killing after our leaders. Myself could be. I am so tired with events at Marvel. Fact. Like we just finished Empire after for God's sake, and that event went nowhere, and we're still doing King and Black. So how the hell are we going to do like the 3 separate events and slam it into one? Because that thing a complete clusterfuck waiting to happen. Like King and Black just gets started. The Phoenix Force stuff, that's still gonna happen. So I don't know how the thing's supposed to lead into Marvel rebirth. Now, like I said before, we don't know what's gonna happen near the end this thing. We don't have any information coming out. I think until 2020. Okay, 2020 might be a shit year and recently, but even point. So we don't know what could happen in the end 2021. But my whole idea with this rebirth thing just means I think a lot of 2 things. Number 1, have a continuity that makes sense and not confused. Could be caught the fuck. 2, stop doing events. Like it's let's breathe for 1. Okay, I think I take a break and it's breathe. 3, if you're doing this rebirth thing kind of like same like DC, then please, whoever God, don't fuck it up. Fact. Because as I brought up before, and I say again, maybe respect in my opinion, actually one had heart to it, two that they have a so goal, it was to save the demon, actually made the demon actually great again before it got destroyed and the Avengers garbage and hell and crap. And three, maybe even great, well, it had a so perfect to it. The big thing even made the demon great. And after we made it, it was fantastic, it was bad, and then it got destroyed. But you my point. So, if you're all the kind of DC then please, oh my God, please, share the good info rebirth and don't fuck it up. Because, damn it, I want a good Marvel unit there, that to make sense, and not confuse or crud the fuck, like we're having the DC and it bullshit with the deal's garbage who fucking me up. Like, you my point. So, if you're doing this rebirth thing, kind of DC did with the end of Phoenix Force stuff, at the end of the Avengers stuff, then I'm hoping this means you don't have to that event makes sense again. It's not gonna be cosmic heavy or event heavy to one insanity. But then again, this is Marvel. Marvel always wants to do pretty on point in events. So until we get more information about the things to figure out what's going on, let's just hope the best, plan the worst, pray that God is never gonna horrible. But until then, we'll wish you have it. But anywho, what hey, it don't matter, we should know I can see that some kid goes back in time travel with future past, even though that's pretty confusing, I don't know how that's supposed to happen. So, like I said, we don't know what the thing's gonna mean except future storyline, but for specific characters, but like I said, for until we get more information to give it with the thing, let's just hold that, plan the word and pray that thing we go in a horrible, but until then, we wish you have it. But, anywho, what I'm talking about? Oh. Speaking of the rebirth, it's the one thing I do want Marvel to do is rebirth thing, and the thing I've been saying for years. Bring back the many people I'm again, damn it. I've saying for years this year happening. Give me back Spotticle made part of the main Marvel unit, damn it. Like, in fact, because it's one thing that should turn out the ASAP, the American people of Mary Jane. And if you want to call it rebirth, then hit the fuck Marvel. Let the Mary return, then. People want at the return of other American people and you have my good Spotticle made part of the main unit. I'm saying you're going to dug in that Spider-Man people need to be a married man, damn it. You have kids. That's good story, damn it. And no, the great thing about the whole idea, just stop. Let people have to be married. Let them have a kid and let them be a father, damn it. It can work. You can tell this story with it, damn it. If we were there with Superman, they could do it with Spider-Man. What happened? But you my point. My point in general out there, I want to rebirth it to be great, like not horrible. I want it to be amazing like DC did before DC fucked it out into the crap. But even points, like with this whole moment, I want to make it succeed, not fail. But I'm taking more information about this with the thing. Let's just hold it, plan the words, and pray that God's intent is gonna horrible. But until then, we wish you have it. But anywho, what's about? Since probably item. In conclusion, every time Marvel 21 we build at the Avengers and the Phoenix arc. I'm intrigued, but I'm excited about it. Like, call me cautiously optimistic about this thing. Like, until we get more information about this, can bring on with the thing. Let's just hope that plan a word and pray that things horrible. But until then, we wish you have it. What? I think that's right. Item. Don't mind following Marvel Parliament 21 we build as the Avengers and the Phoenix arc. Comment number 2 about this ancient news. Do you like it to read it? Although, have you got Marvel Con doing a rebirth style event thing? Like DC did back in the day. Put your comment below. Also, follow me on Twitter. Put your subscribe my channel for triple stars. Put the bell icon. The opposite long story. Please, as you can. I'll talk with a long rib. Marvel. See ya. Bye. Marvel. Please screw it up. Please. See ya. Bye. Marvel. See ya. Bye.